You don't have to tell the details, but he is in jail. Was it?
I called the cops on him this time, which is the first time that I've done that.
So let me see your axe.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. What do you got an axe for?
Oh, what do I have it for?
Protection?
I mean, yeah, protection. No, it's like more like a threat, I guess.
You ever had to use it?
No, I don't normally carry an axe. I just grabbed that from my friend's house because I didn't have anything.
Yeah.
And I like to have something, and I don't have a lighter. So yeah, I grabbed it because it's pretty. It's also like blue. It's got a blue case.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We're back with Kate. How you doing?
I'm all right.
You're still in the Riverside area, huh?
Yeah.
Can you let us know what's going on with you?
Still in the motel over here in the La Sierra area, and trying to just get things squared away, you know, going to the doctor, going to the dentist. Sorry.
You do have nice teeth. You take care of that every day? Brush your teeth?
My teeth? Yeah. I mean, I try to brush my teeth every day. I don't floss.
You don't floss?
Often, though.
How often do you see a dentist?
I just saw one, but it had been like a few years.
Yeah.
Things go by the wayside sometimes.
Yeah, how does it look?
My teeth?
Yeah.
I have to get one pulled, and the other one is cracked. They need some work. They need some attention, that's for sure.
What about your health?
You know, I don't, it could be better. It could be a lot better. I mean, like for the most part, I'm fine and I'm fit and wake up every day and breathing, so that's all good. But stress is kind of tolling.
Yeah. Okay, speaking of stress, what happened to that fella that you were hanging out with that beat you up and abused you? Yeah. What's going on with him?
He's in jail. He is in jail. I mean, I don't even know how much I could like talk on it because his court date's coming up. But
you don't have to tell the details, but he is in jail. Was it?
I called the cops on him this time, which is the first time that I've done that. I mean, I don't have anybody. I don't have like family out here or friends that are necessarily like brave. I mean, brave, maybe that's not the word, but like, I mean, I kept on going back to him. So like asking anybody, I wasn't going to ask anybody to like handle it for me or whatever, but like, I just didn't have anybody that would do it out of respect for me or like, you know, to honor me. And I mean, I couldn't even do it for myself. So
finally, what was the last straw?
I think there's a lot that I have like repressed as far as how much he abused me, like over the time that we were together. Because things come up that I didn't remember, like, oh yeah, that's one time he chased me with a hatchet, or the time that my friend was gonna pull a gun on him because he thought that he was gonna, you know, like, you know, I don't remember that shit. So like this last time, like what was different, it was a lot more aggressive. He choked me a lot more, and it lasted a lot longer than just like, I mean, how long is it supposed to last anyways? Yeah.
Was this the first abusive relationship you've been in?
Physically, kind of. I mean, yeah, I mean, like as bad as this is, like the one that I had prior to, it was like mildly abusive if you want to like gauge it. Like he hit me like he punched me in the ass, in my butt one time. But like, you know, because he was mad and like he did take his hands to my throat and shove me onto the ground. So like it had like indications of being more, but like I stopped that relationship pretty quick and just didn't think I would end up in one that was worse and stay in it long.
Well, you're obviously an attractive girl. You take care of yourself and you're very intelligent. Why do you think you stayed in that relationship?
I mean, he's not unintelligent and he's not unclean. I mean, he is in a lot of ways really awesome. When I met him, I was maybe like 2 months out here. You know, like my mom had me arrested and I had the restraining order out, and then my fiance had like left me, and then my ex, the last guy, he just went to jail, and I was suddenly like by myself, like really like by myself. And you know, he came along and offered to help me. Oh, I was being like kicked out of where I was staying, so everything was just kind of like, and I was so close to just like spiraling out of control on my own. And he just kind of came in, and I didn't know it at the time that I wanted him to kind of save me. He had a car. I wanted him to save me, and he didn't want this lifestyle, and he always talked about, you know, like getting out of it, and so it seemed like hopeful. And then I think they call it trauma bond, and that's like really what it was, because like up until now, I didn't spend very much time away from him, honestly.
You think it's over now? Be honest.
I mean, it is over now, but like, do I feel like he's away from me? Like, I don't, even though he's in jail and looking at prison time.
You have a restraining order against him?
No, there was a temporary one filed when I, pressed the charges, but like I had to go and issue one myself if I wanted one that was longer. But I mean, he's been in jail this entire time since, and those things last 3 years, and I just don't. I know it seems like so. It's like this is the most complicated relationship, and as far as like navigating through like what's right and what's wrong and what you should do for yourself and what you end up doing, it's so complex, and like the range of my emotions through it have been confusing to say the least. And so when I say things like, no, I didn't put a restraining order out on him, while like, reasonable thinking would be like, of course you would. Reasonable thinking also wouldn't have like kept me homeless as long as I've been homeless. Probably would have tried to get back inside real fast. And also probably would have not let me stay in that relationship as long as I did, and forget and accept the behavior that he showed me continuously. I mean, it was like the Drew Barrymore in 50 First Dates, every time she woke up in the day, she like forgot everything that happened like the day before. That's how it felt. That's how it feels. So do I think it's over? No, because I'm not like over it. But I mean, do I think there's anything like to get from it or that it's going to change? Like, probably not. So, I mean, sometimes it's one of those things where you just have to like accept that it is what it is and there's nothing you can do. And like, while it may not feel like it's done, it's not going to continue.
Yeah. So he's going to be in there for at least a couple of years.
I don't know. But yeah, I mean, half time they say. So they said like 2 years probably. So like a year, maybe a little less.
I hope you find somebody else during that time.
Jesus, hopefully I find myself.
All right, speaking of finding yourself, what are your plans to get back into work and, school or whatever you want to do? What are your plans and goals? Well,
I just want to get right, really, in my head. My caseworker, she's like, don't worry about like work right now. Why don't we just try to get you back to like being okay mentally? And I agree, but like therapy has been difficult. Everything's like, I even went to like the Advocate Center like next to the jail for domestic violence survivors and victims, and everything's pushed out like so long of a wait, like 2-3 months. And so, I mean, I want to get into therapy, and like I said, I was taking care of like health issues. There's like a work program through my EBT or whatever. It's like for the general assistants. They're like, you got to take these courses in order for us to like, agree to give you this money. And I'm like, that's totally fine. Just, I mean, I don't even know what it is, but anything like that helps. It's like, doesn't hurt to, especially since I've been out of the workforce for so long.
What kind of work would you like to do if you get back in?
Honestly, I think I would like to work with homeless
people.
When I first got introduced to the program that I'm in through the county, one of my caseworkers, he's no longer with the department or whatever, but he thought that I would be good for like as a peer advocate. But I think you need a college degree for that. But like, yeah, just someone who is like almost like an intermediary between like the county and then like.
You might not need a college degree for that.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be nice. Because I mean, I feel like I get it. I mean, like I accept it. I don't judge people. I don't fault them for where they are in their lives, and I don't blame them for anything other than, things they do intentionally, because that's how I think you should treat most people. But I think there's a lot of lost people out here that modern or everyday society likes to shun out of whatever reasons. I mean, I know I felt it on my end, and that was like really surprising. I mean, because I'm white and I'm from, blah, blah, blah. But like, for real, it's like the moment you become homeless, you're like in a whole other like bracket to most people, and they treat you as such, which is hard.
Usually when I see you, you don't look homeless. They still treat you bad?
There is, I guess you can like, a snake is a snake or something,
Yeah.
Maybe they all got a memo.
All right, Kate, why are you memorable?
Okay, first of all, I think that's a really strange question, because it's like, I feel like any kind of response I'm not that kind of confident, I guess. But if I had to really think about it, which I am, just that I listen and I'm kind, I think, really.
I was going to say that too. You're very kind.
I really truly care about people.
Every time I drive by that park where I first met you, you always come to my mind.
Yeah.
Because you're always friendly.
Not what you said earlier today when you picked me up.
No, that was a different time. But that first time I met you, you're very friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were a creep.
You thought I was a creep?
Yeah, he was like, hey, you want to do an interview? It's like a casting call. Yeah, okay.
Oh, no.
But you were actually really kind yourself.
Thank you.
Truly.
All right, Katie, I'm gonna let you go pretty soon. It's starting to rain a little bit.
Yeah.
What is a question I didn't ask you that you wish I would have asked you?
Haven't talked to my family,
Okay.
but I haven't.
How long has it been?
Over 2 years.
2 years. And remind us the family that you're close to, that you were close to?
My mom. My
Okay.
mom, yeah.
Are you the only daughter?
Yeah, I have a brother. She's living with him, but he's my half-brother and like 10 years older than I am. And
Okay.
I mean, I wasn't super close with him either, but they kind of cut me out too, so that's weird.
Do you think that'll change?
I have no idea. I have no idea, honestly, and like I don't really think that I don't know.
Did you ever read the comments on your first video that went up on YouTube a long time ago?
No.
You never read any of the
I never
comments?
even watched the video.
Oh, okay. Because I remember reading a comment, a couple of comments, people were saying that you're not taking responsibility and this and that.
I mean,
So you did take responsibility?
I never blamed my mom for everything. I said that she had me arrested, which she did, for something that I thought was unreasonable for her to call the cops about. But I know why I got evicted from the house. I tried to help her through that. I tried to be there as much as I could, even though I knew that I'd fucked up. But I never blamed her. I mean, as far as like being out here now, she hasn't reached out to me once to see if I've been okay.
She know how to get a hold of you?
Facebook.
Okay.
It's not like, yeah, but no, instead, like, she's blocked me. So as far as like me blaming her for anything, I haven't, other than she's just stopped showing up.
All right, what's your message to her? She's watching
I don't have
this.
one.
You don't have one right now? Okay.
No. Oh, maybe I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
Do you have any political views?
No. Yeah, I don't vote.
You don't vote at all?
No.
What's the reason for that?
What's the point? I mean, either way, every agenda is like not necessarily right, and it's all corrupt anyways. Not to say that there isn't things that you could vote on that'll change whatever, but like really, that's like neither here nor there. It's about how we treat each other, really. I think that's where it starts. If you want change in the world, change at home.
All right, last question. What would make you happy?
World peace. No, I don't know.
For yourself and the future?
A new phone.
Okay, besides that?
A car. I know it's all material shit, but seriously.
What would you do with a car if you had a car?
Find a job that I could get to.
You have a license?
I need to get it renewed.
Okay, that's it?
Yeah.
All right, one more time, remind us if someone wanted to get a hold of you and help you out. What was your email?
Oh, yeah, I have a Cash App too, but my email is ksaintking@gmail.
Okay, that's your Gmail
And my
account.
Gmail account, and then the Cash App is Kate Plus, but it's PLUSS.
Okay.
KATE. Yeah.
Hey, Kate, thank you so much for this interview.
Oh yeah, and thank you, Ramen.
No problem. I'll see you in a few weeks.
Okay.
All right, take care.